Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we'll be going through all the books I read in May. I read 5 books, which, considering these 3 are fat, that's pretty good. You know, these 2 were pretty short. Even this one was 300 pages, but these 3 were long. So, and I also just didn't want to read. Yeah. I read so much last month that I just didn't want to do it this month. Now I do want to read, but I don't want to read the book I'm reading right now, but I need to finish it. But we're just gonna go through it. I started by reading Enchanting the Fey Queen by Stephanie Burgess, which is the second book in, I believe, this trilogy. The third book's not out yet. Like, we know the title, but that's about it. We don't even know when it'll be released. So for now, this is how far I can read. The book is about Lorelai, who is a queen and a fae, not the Fey Queen because that's her mom. And Gerard, who is a guard, a very important guard, the High General of some kingdom, and that the king of that kingdom wants to kill Lorelai's people because he wants to extend his power. And Lorelai doesn't like that, so she kind of kidnaps Gerard and makes him attend these trials. So they team up and they start doing these trials in Lorelai's mom's kingdom. Yeah. Obviously her friends aren't happy with her, but it's fine because they survive it. And I gave it 4 stars. Then I started reading the Boys of Tommen series by reading Binding 13. I do not have Keeping 13 yet, so I still need to get that book. It's by Chloe Walsh and it's the first book. It's about Johnny and Shannon, and it's something. Shannon's home. It's just a romance, kinda. Johnny is hurt, but he's hiding his hurtness because he needs to keep doing, I want to say baseball, but that's wrong. That's wrong. What does he do? What kind of sport? That kind of sport? He plays a sport, right? And he got hurt, and he's hiding that because he wants to move up in that sport. You know, he wants to make it his career, and if he tells people he's hurt, he can't make it his career. And Shannon kind of is new to Tommen College, and she's not doing great because like she got bullied at her last school a lot, so she moved. And yeah, I also kind of forgot what this book was about. I just know that it was really good because I gave 5 stars. So I will be continuing the series. I'm planning on buying the next book. Then I read A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas, which is the second book in the ACOTAR series. And this is about Feyre. She's the main character. And Feyre, they just got out of Amarantha's hole and like under the mountain, and now she's back at the Spring Court with Tamlin. But she's not happy with Tamlin anymore. Tamlin fucked up. Tamlin is not being nice to Feyre, so she wants to leave. And she leaves. And is saved by Rhysand. That's how I've heard people say his name. And turns out Amarantha was not the piece they had to kill to finish this war. Yeah, there's a lot more. So now they need a plan. And obviously Feyre is like meeting people of the Night Court and learning that the Night Court really isn't that bad, and she's learning more about her powers. And yeah, I read all 3 of these books like after one another, so I know what happens, but I don't know what happened in what book. Kind of confusing. But I gave it 4 stars, and I think that's about what happened in A Court of Mist and Fury. Then I read A Court of Wings and Ruin. or ACOWAR. This is the third book in the series. And again, about Feyre and Rhysand. They start falling in love at this point. They're kind of falling in love. They're going to war, so they can't, they they're falling in love, but they gotta go to war. So that's kind of what this book just is. Yeah. They fall in love and they go to war. I think that's about it. I think that's about it. What happens in this book? It was really good though. Okay, like don't use my short summaries as like a base for if you should or should not read these books, because it was really good. It was really good. I think my favorite character in the series is Amren. I don't know. She's badass. I don't know. I like her. It's awesome. But I also gave this book 4 stars. And then the last book I read was A Court of Frost and Starlight, also by Sarah J. Maas, which is the novella. It's a novella, but I count it as a book, so it's book 4. All right. Again, it doesn't actually only follow Feyre. This has a lot of POVs. Feyre, Rhysand, Morgan. That's all I remember. It's cool. Cassian, I think. And it's kind of like our Christmas. It has Nesta and Elaine and Cassian and Azriel and a little bit of Lucian and Rhysand and Feyre, and they're all just like kind of celebrating. Feyre's struggling to get people gifts. Works out in the end though, but it was really cute. I think I would have preferred to read this in the winter time, not specifically Christmas, just in the wintertime. That is what I'm gonna recommend when I'm gonna recommend you to read this book. But then again, October, I think that's when book 6 is coming out, so maybe you don't have to. But it was really good. Would have been better if I think it would have been better if I read it in the winter, because in the Netherlands it's raining right now, but don't let that fool you. When I was reading this, it was above 20 degrees constantly. Yeah, last Monday it was 31 degrees. Like, it's so hot. It's not even close to winter, but it was really cute. So those were all the books I've read in May. Really not a lot. I also won't be doing a May book haul because I just didn't buy any books in May, which I'm really proud of. I'm gonna buy books soon. Yeah. But in the meantime, I'm gonna continue this book because like, I'm for the people who have been following me for a while, you'll know I've been struggling to get through this book. But this is all I need to read now. I am on page 624 out of the 800 pages. So I don't need to read a lot, which is awesome. But yeah. So I'm gonna leave you guys here and continue reading. So I'll see you guys in the next video, whenever I'll be posting that. Bye guys!